Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad beat pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Ay, 16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, break. He can't hang. He's not. He's 6'6". Pull it high. Hit it.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. And he completes it to Cohen. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
On X3, 218, chopper. Ready.
Back to throw is Carter. From the gun, he'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Here's 2nd and 8. Throw left side, complete to Moss. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now Carter on 3rd and 2. Open man is Westbrook, complete. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. First down, a run with Cohen. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well. Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes It's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? But a long one, and he can't connect. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a give right side. It's Taylor. Pass the there he goes right side. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Come on.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carter. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Hey, zoom.
Here's Carter on 3rd down. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, orbit. Gun.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Flush to his right. And that's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
SOS. 45. Smooth. Check back. Shoot. Recon, 132 fighter.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. It's a 45-yard punt, but it... Decent return there of 9 yards. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver, and it's third down. Operating from the gun, Carter. Finding Gabriel, complete. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. On first down, Cohen. Oh, Cohen lost the football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
They'll run on first down. Swift, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Cohen. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Carter now to throw on third down. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Now that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at third down here. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Throwing on second and 14. Cousins. And an alley to run. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Cousins from the gun on third. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy could be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
On first down, it's Gurley. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. From the gun, here's Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
Jahan, 180! 58, come on! Man, I got you. Man, I got you. 58, boys, 58, 58. First. Hey, let's pin the mirrors back and go. Hey, let's go. Hey, Jahan.
A first down throw for Cousins. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. From the red zone now, Cousins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On second down now. It's Taylor. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he is not going to get the first down as they'll spot this at about the 28. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They're running with Gurley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
If he writes a book in the offseason, he ought to title it Undaunted, because where he is on the field, back on his own side, and goes for it, and gets it, I got to give it to him on that one.
Yeah, only thing you can justify it with is it was only a few inches that they needed. If it's 4th and 2, probably doesn't do it. Hey, he got it. Give him credit.
Yeah, but if they don't pick it up,
then you're in trouble.
Yeah, they're giving points to the other team at that stage.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Bravo! Gun! Watch the screen! Watch the screen!
Cousins to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
3rd and long for Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 36 yards. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Now Cousins. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Run!
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. They come up in an offset eye. They'll try to run with Madison. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Alexander Madison, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. And that makes it 14-10.
Next to score, Vikings 14, Bears 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Out of the gun, running with Cohen.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
15 running. 15 running. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Carter from the gun on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw for it here. Looking deep for Gabriel. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears have once again taken the lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taken in at the 1.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. The 43-yard line.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Hey, Haywood. Watch out, watch out, watch out. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Here's Cousins. That'll be caught by Rice. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, exit.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Joker, 61, matchbox, lights.
On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a give, right side. Swift. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They try right side here. Gurley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Gurley again here on 1st down. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Todd Gurley. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. He's back to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. Who's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Let's go.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw is Carter. Throwing on 4th down. He's got his tight end, Burton. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Back to
Okay.
and seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete.
Why?
Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
They'll look to throw. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Yep, he's streaming. Yeah, he's streaming.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Back to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, hey. That's Mason. Yeah, his mic is going.
Ignoring us?
Nah.
Nick Joss is awake too.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
Think a stop.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Minnesota, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gordon alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Look at his face. First of all, this is like, oh my, that's bigger than a basketball. Look at his face.
How's it going?
Oh, just fucking dandy.
Bears and Vikings.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Joey, I don't mean to get you excited, but Nick Joss is awake and Mason is also awake.
You want to play a game? Let's do it.
I didn't say they're here.
Well, Nick's definitely here.
What's that?
How do you know
Oh,
that?
he's in the chat.
See, using my stream, yeah. Mason.
Well, Mason's definitely not here. We heard his voice in like the distance.
That was his brother.
Oh, that's his brother. Okay.
That game was fucking bullshit. God, at least he knows he shouldn't have beat me. I don't even know who that is. That name's